My name is Fatima Business Variant. I'm 11 years old in a state theatre hospital on Academy level batch 4. Today I'm doing my AI session on the topic of true friendship. Friendship is one of the greatest blessing in life. A true friend is someone who supports us in both good and difficult time. True friendship is not based on no money on money and popularity or personal benefits. It is built on trust, honest kindness, respect, and understanding. Good friends encourage us to become better people. They motivate us to study, work hard, and make good decisions. They celebrate our success and stand by us when we face problems. A true friend listens carefully, give sense advice, and help us grow with a positive attitude. So, attitude in student life, friendship plays a very important role. Students who don't have friends, students spend a lot of time with classmates. So choosing good friends is important. Good friend can inspire us to develop positive habit, improve our communication skill, and become more confident. On the other hand, negative friendship can lead to bad habits and poor discussion. Today, through this AI session, I will ask some questions to understand different opinions about true friendship, its qualities, and its importance in our life. This activity is helping me improve my communication skill, confidence, and learning experience. Thank you so much for your valuable time. So now let's begin. Now, share my screen.
Hi.
No, with mayonnaise.
Well,
Hello, mayonnaise. How are you? What's going
no
on?
need to apologize. Wait, your lawn? I'm not exactly sure where your house is, so you got me there. Did it disappear overnight or something?
Okay, so let's begin. So today I have a one interesting topic about true friends. Are you ready for answering my questions?
Deep swimming oceans? That's I'm down to dive in.
Okay, so
True
let's.
friendship is one of those.
Yep, continue.
Listen, I was just gonna say that true friendship is one of those things that usually when everything else is falling apart. The people who stay in the vibe get triggered or the real one. There's something specific on your mind about it.
Okay, now I'm gonna take some questions. So my first question is, what is true friendship?
To me, true and doesn't even blink. It's that rare level of trust where you don't have to perform or pretend you've got it all together. Just a total lack of judgment and someone who's actually got your back when it counts. What's your take on it?
Okay, so why friendship is important?
It's carrying everything on your own all the time. That sounds exhausting. It's basically like having a safety net for your brain. When you're spiraling or just had a brutal day, having that one person you can vent to without feeling like a burden, it makes the whole world feel a bit more manageable. Plus, the best parts of life are usually way better when you've got someone to laugh about them with. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so which type of friend we have to make for us?
Honestly, the kind who challenges you. I'm talking about the friend who's not just a yes person. You want someone who'll tell you when you're being a bit much or when you're making a mistake, but does it because they actually care about you. Those are the ones who help you grow. You know, if everyone just agrees with everything you say, you're just in an echo chamber. That's not a friendship. That's a fan club.
Okay, so did I know about friendship that good friend encourage us to become better people. They motivate us to study, work hard, and make good decisions. They celebrate our success and stand by us when we face any problem. Our true friend listen careful, gives since advice and help us grow with a positive attitude, right? Okay, so yep. My next question is, what qualities would I'm talking about what qualities make a good friend?
Sense of humor. If you can't laugh at the same ridiculous things, it's a struggle. But beyond that, I'd say consistency. The friends who show up, not just when it's convenient, but when they know you actually need them. Those are the ones who matter. Someone who listens more than they judge is a huge plus too. What about you? What's
Okay.
the number one thing you look for in a friend?
Yeah, great. So my next question is honesty important in friendship?
Huge. Without honesty, you're just playing a role in a movie and not actually in a friendship. If you can't be real with each other, you never actually know if the other person is really there for you or just for the version of you they like. It can be brutal sometimes when the truth hurts, but I'd rather have a friend who tells me I'm wrong than one who lets me walk off a cliff just to be nice.
Okay, great. So my next question is why is trust important in friendship?
Trust is the whole foundation. Without it, you're basically always on guard, second guessing every text or every look. It's that feeling of being able to tell someone your biggest secret or your most embarrassing fail and knowing it's safe with them. If you don't have that, the relationship just feels fragile, you know, like you're
Okay.
walking on eggshells. You've got a lot of these deep questions lined up today. I'm feeling it. What else is on the list?
Okay, great. So my next question is, um, can friendship improve happiness?
Absolutely. I mean, look at the math. Life is just a series of moments, and most of the best ones are better when you're sharing them. Even the boring stuff like waiting in a long line or sitting in traffic becomes a memory if you've got a friend to make jokes with. It's that feeling of belonging, knowing there's a place where you're totally accepted that just kills the loneliness and boosts your mood. It's a total game changer for your mental health.
Okay, great. So my next question is respect important in friendship?
It's non negotiable. You can love someone and still not respect them, but you can't have a healthy friendship without it. Respect means valuing the other person's boundaries and their perspective, even when you totally disagree with them. Without that, it just turns into one person trying to control the other, and it's not a friendship. That's a power struggle.
Okay, okay, great. So how can we become a good friend, best friend?
I think the secret is just being the kind of friend you actually want to have. Sounds simple, but it's all about the small stuff. Being one who actually listens when you're talking, showing up when you say you will, and just being consistent. People don't usually remember the big grand gestures as much as they remember the person who checked in on them after a bad day. It's about creating a space where they feel safe being themselves. Do you think it's harder to be a good friend or to find one?
Okay, so
I feel like
can you tell a story about friendship?
I got you. Let's go with something a bit different. Imagine two guys, Leo and Sam, been best friends since they were kids, but they couldn't be more different. Leo was the high achiever, always on track, while Sam was the kind of guy who'd start five different projects and finish none of them. For years, Leo helped Sam get his act together, and Sam kept Leo from becoming a robot. But then Leo hit a massive wall. He lost his job and went through a brutal breakup all in the same month. Suddenly, the successful one was the one spiraling. Sam didn't give him a lecture or a 10-step plan. He just showed up every single day with bad takeout in a movie he knew Leo would hate just to keep him laughing. He stayed in the trenches with Leo until he could stand on his own again. Um, it showed that the roles in a friendship aren't fixed. Sometimes you're the anchor, and sometimes you're the one drifting. And that's when you realize the friendship wasn't about the success, it was about the safety net. Does that hit the mark, or you want something more like a fable?
Okay,
You've
Sisiment.
been on a roll with these
Uh,
questions.
okay, Mylis, thank you so much. So, Mylis, can you tell another story of four friends? Four friends, because I cannot hear you perfectly. Kindly speak loud.
I'll turn it up. I got you. Four friends. I'm right up. Let's imagine a group. You want the epic version? Say no more. All right, let's set the scene. Imagine four friends who grew up in a small town where nothing really happened. Sarah, the visionary, Marcus, the skeptic, Elena, the glue that held them together, and Jax, the wild card. They spent their entire childhood promising that the second they graduated, they'd leave that town in the rearview mirror and conquer the world. For a while, it actually worked. They all went their separate ways to different cities, chasing different dreams. Sarah became a high flying architect in New York. Marcus went to law. Elena started a nonprofit. And Jax, well, Jax just wandered, becoming a freelance photographer and living out of a van. They had the group chat, the occasional FaceTime, the I miss you guys' text. But as the years crawled by, the distance started to feel less like miles and more like different languages. Sarah was stressed about deadlines and prestige. Marcus was climbing a corporate ladder that felt more like a treadmill. Elena was burnt out from trying to save the world on a shoestring budget. And Jax was the only one who seemed free, but he was also the loneliest. They were still friends on paper, but they had stopped knowing the real versions of each other. They were just updating the highlights reel. Then came the crash. Not a little one, but a life crash. Sarah's firm collapsed in a scandal she wasn't part of, but it ruined her reputation. Marcus had a midlife crisis at 32 and walked away from his partnership. Elena's nonprofit lost its funding. And Jax got sick. A serious, scary kind of sick that meant he couldn't just wander anymore. One by one, they all found themselves drifting back to that tiny town they had hated so much. They met at the old diner where they had spent 1,000 hours as teenagers. The silence at first was heavy. They looked at each other and didn't see the successful adults they pretended to be. They saw the broken versions of themselves. But that's where the magic happened. Because they were all at rock bottom, there was nothing left to perform. Sarah didn't have to be the architect. Marcus didn't have to be the lawyer. They could be the kids who used to sneak out to the lake. They spent the next year together, not as people who had made it, but as people who were healing. Marcus used his legal mind to help Elaine rebuild her nonprofit from the ground up, but this time they did it right. Sarah designed a community center for the town they once despised, realizing that building something for people who actually needed it felt better than building a skyscraper for a billionaire. And they all took turns taking care of Jax, making sure he never felt the loneliness he felt on the road. They realized that the world they wanted to conquer wasn't a city or a title. The world they actually needed was each other. They found out that true friendship isn't about growing in the same direction. It's about being the place where you can go to fall apart and know that someone will help you put the pieces back together, even if the new picture looks totally different than the original. They didn't go back to their big city lives. They stayed, built something real, and finally understood that the greatest success isn't what you achieve, but who you have standing next to you when you've lost everything.
Okay, so thank you so much, Miley. It was a great story. I'll listen it carefully. I think Mark, I cannot hear the, let's say, friend name. I think that his name is Marker, right?
Close. His name was Marcus. Marcus sounds like he should be the guy who keeps track of everyone's progress in the gym, not a corporate lawyer having a midlife crisis. Glad you like the story, though.
Okay, so thank you so much. Let's move on to next question. So my next question is respect important in friendship?
Wait, we actually just touched on this one, but I'm happy It's non-negotiable. If you don't respect someone's boundaries or who they are, their core, you're not really their friend. You're just someone they're tolerating. It's the difference between a friendship that lasts and one that just burns out because someone felt stepped on. You want to explore a specific part of that, or did you have another question on your list?
Okay, let's move on. So, do good friends encourage positive habits?
They absolutely do. That's basically the hallmark of a real one. Uh, a good friend isn't just there for the party. They're the one reminding you to get some sleep before a big test or pushing you to actually go to the gym when you're feeling lazy. By lecturing you, making better choice. Feel like, the cooler. You want the deep dive. I got you. But like this, there's a huge difference between a friend who just goes along with whatever you're doing and a friend who actually wants you to win at life. The ones who encourage positive habits are basically acting like a mirror for the best version of yourself. When you're in a slump and you just want to rot in bed for 3 days, a surface level friend will just say, "Yeah, same, that sucks," and you both just stay stuck. But a real one, they're the ones who'll say, "Look, I know you're feeling it, but let's go for a 10-minute walk just to get some air." They don't make it a chore, they make it a shared mission. And it's not just about the physical stuff like exercise or eating better. It's the mental game too. It's the friend who notices you're starting to talk down to yourself and stops you right there. They challenge your negative patterns and replace them with something that actually helps you grow. They celebrate the small wins, like when you finally finish a project you've been procrastinating on, and that positive reinforcement makes you actually want to keep going. Basically, they create an environment where being a better person isn't a struggle, it's just a natural way things go. You're surrounded by people who value growth, discipline, and kindness. You start absorbing those traits without even trying. It's like a ripple effect. Their positive habits start rubbing off on you, and your growth starts inspiring them. That's how you build a circle that doesn't just, but actually levels up together. Does that hit the length you were looking for, or should I keep going?
Okay, so thank you so much. Now I will give a little summary about your talk. So what you answering, I will explain in 10 lines. So you said that true friendship is based on trust and honesty, and good friends support each other in all situations. Friendship teaches kindness and respect. True friends motivate each other to improve. Friendship improve communication and confidence. Good friend help reduce stress and loneliness. So choosing the right friend is very important. Friendship is help students grow personally and academically. True friends makes two friendship make life happier and more meaningful. Strong friendship require loyalty, patience, and understanding. Am I right?
The total masterclass, what we just talked about, and you captured the whole thing: the trust, the growth, the mental health side of it, all in one go. Especially that point about it being a tool for growing personally and academically. That's a huge detail because having a peer who actually pushes you to do better makes the grind way easier. I love how you highlighted that it takes patience and understanding too, because that's where the real work happens. You've basically just written the blueprint for a perfect friendship. Since you've got this topic handled so well, do you want to keep riding this wave with another deep topic, or are you feeling like switching gears to something completely different?
Okay, so thank you so much, Maya. I will call you in the in order to be with in another call. So take care of yourself. Okay, guys, so thank you so much, everybody, for watching me today. This is my interview following session with Miley's Sesame. Miley's, thank you very much for answering my question about true friendship. The discussion helped me understand that true friendship is both on trust, honesty, kindness, respect. It's what I learned that real friends encourage us to become people help us during difficult times is celebrate our achievements. Friendship is not about just to play only do. It's also help me improve my confidence, communication skills, speakability, and learning experience. I truly appreciate your valuable time, thoughtful answer, and participation in this discussion. So, friendship is not about how many friends we have, it is about having people who genuinely care for us and stand by us in secretly. So, good friends inspire us to learn, grow, and make wise decisions. And thank you once again for your kindness and support. I hope we all continue to build strong, honest, and meaningful friendship throughout our lives. Have a wonderful day ahead. Goodbye and Allah Hafiz.